So I was talking to Nine and it just popped in my head. In the middle of talking to them, out of nowhere, I come up with this Big Meech theory. And I never read like a Big Meech biography. I watched a couple of like BMF documentaries or like, you know, them in the club type thing, whatever. But I do know the basic story of what they had. But yo, the genius of Meech that everybody doesn't realize. You talk about he had BMF billboards. He was in the club and he was spend $1 million in one night and bottles for everybody. That's not why Meech is legendary. It's not because the cars he had in the cribs and the material. That's short thinking people is looking at that. You're looking at the result of his genius. The genius was the fact that he had the vision, the onset vision to think macro, to think big and wide, that he could organize people throughout the whole country to operate around one movement.
Right. Undercover.
Right. But have juice and power of organization on the low, the fact that he could take the egos and pride and all that from a bunch of different aggressive, masculine African men and be able to organize them to be a unit and not be greedy and be able to build something. Like, it's one of the vision. So for someone to be genius enough to have that kind of vision, then have the balls enough to actually even approach that vision and try to pull it together, and then have the ability to be able to have whatever it had, gift of gab, charisma, whatever it was that inspired people and had people buy into his vision. All the people in BMF had to buy into his vision.
Right, it did.
In order for that to happen. If you don't get buy-in, it could have never been as big as it was. And you could have been Meech of Detroit, Meech of Atlanta, Meech of, like, right? You could be the man in any city, any hood, but to do something national, to do something global, to do something like that big and organize it and structure it and be able to inspire enough people and have earned the respect of enough people that it could pull it off, to be that glue, to be able to be the glue of mad hoods everywhere, mad cities everywhere, mad men everywhere, and be able to call them all out on a notice for a party or whatever. To be glue is so powerful, and to be able to be glue between thousands of people, to have BMF here, BMF. I think it's like the same thing we're doing with YMC, except it's like our product in YMC, our economic product, is real estate, houses. That's our work. So you don't have to worry about getting locked up. We do it right. We don't do the legal. We don't scam. We don't do any of that. You know what I'm saying? So if you do the business the right way, you can make a lot of money and be successful. But then it's like YMC Detroit, YMC Atlanta. It's like building leaders, empowering leaders within communities, and empowering people within communities to be able to lead on an economic level and make money on a social level and empower us and break our bad habits and instill new habits in our community. And then on a political level, be able to unify us so we can take political action and organize each other. So it's like YMC ain't even a new NAACP. YMC is a new BMF.
You know what? That's so deep you said that, because when I looked at the little documentary about Big Meech, I got the same vision, like, but it's different. I got a different take from it, but it's the same take. What I got from it was like, how did he get? I had that same vision. I'm like, how did he get all these people together to on the same accord? But he did it with love. There wasn't no fight. Most people think about games. They think about fighting. You know, we gotta fight. Everybody. He was on this. Everybody eat. Everybody, love type thing. And he took it to the Bible. I took it to the Bible. He planted seeds. And when you plant seeds in people, you take care of people. It's just something automatically make you feel that you need to take care of this person who took care of you. I mean, when like some of his guys got locked up, he would give a monthly check to their wives and their girlfriends and their baby mamas. He took care of them while his guys was locked up. So he really was. He did right. He did it like a godly way, and that's why he got so successful, because he was helping people. He took it. It wasn't about him. He like, all of us gonna eat. He was a servant at the same time. The leader must be working with a servant. And I think it wasn't him, and he wasn't the reason why they got messed up. His brother. And so at the end of the day, I think it was like he took the time to show love and help people to get on their feet. You know what I'm saying? And he ate with everybody. I think, to me, that's how he earned the respect. That's how he earned the respect, and that's how you get so many people to follow you, is that you help them first and look at something in return later, because it's automatically going to come in return, because that's how the Bible, that's how God works. You know what I'm saying? You help somebody, God going to take care of you 10 times fold. That's just how it works. But, that's kind of how I got from it. And I think, if you focus on helping people, just getting their mind right, just giving all the gifts that God gave you, all the visions, all the help.
Right, exactly.
It's gonna come back to you.
God gave you these gifts not for you to keep them to yourself.
Right.
He gave them to you to share and offer and to serve.
I was telling someone like this little.
If everybody do that, it's a big ball of.
Man, it's crazy. If everybody get on that same page, and I put that on my Instagram one day. If everybody get on the page of helping people, you know what I'm saying? It's just a whole generation, a whole culture will shift. If we focus on helping someone else before we help ourselves. Yeah. But I read this little thing that gave me this little symbol understanding gifts, like an apple tree. An apple tree purpose is to what? Produce apples.
Correct.
It doesn't just produce one apple. It produces a lot of apples.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody is like an apple tree. God didn't just give us one gift. And then he just didn't give us one gift. Apple trees comes during seasons. You know what I'm saying? Everyone has their seasons. You know what I'm saying? To give, you know what I'm saying? For their gifts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or
bear
whatever.
Their fruits and all that.
Bear their fruits. So it's really, it's deep.